Hi, I'm Jason Walker. I'm an AJAC instructor, and today we're going to go through operation of a conventional mill. In today's video, we're going to go through the nomenclature of the milling machine. We're going to go through basic operational do's and don'ts, and we're going to cover safety aspects while operating the machine. First thing we're going to want to do when we go to operate our milling machine is lubricate the system. Next thing we want to do is verify what speed range our machine is in, high range or low range, and we want to make sure that it is locked securely in position. We never want to move positions from high range, low range while under operation. Next, what we're going to do, since we've established we're in low range, we're going to check our RPM. We are currently looking at 60 revolutions per minute. We want to keep in mind on a variable speed machine to never change the RPM unless the machine is operational. The machine could potentially stretch or break the belts, or best case scenario, put out a unpleasant squealing noise. So what we're going to do now is check for proper rotation. We've determined we're in low gear, so we're going to verify that our forward is indeed clockwise rotation. The reason we do that is to check our rotation on our machines. Most of our machines, when we go into a high range gear, that forward rotation is going to be incorrect. In the high range position, we are now rotating counterclockwise. So we have to be mindful of this. Next, what we're going to want to do is check our axis movements. We're going to start with our y-axis movement, forward and aft. We'll check our z-axis movement, the knee up and down. Then we'll check the x-axis movement, our left and right control. The reason we check the axis movements is to ensure that none of the table locks are secured. We want to utilize the table locks in our milling process. By utilizing our table locks, we're going to add more rigidity to our cuts. What we're going to do now is we're going to run the machine through a full RPM range in both low gear and high gear. Keeping in mind that we don't change RPM unless the machine is operational. Next, what we're going to want to do is power on our DRO, the digital readout. We use this to coordinately locate features on our milled parts. After the machine powers on, we're going to have to press any key to continue. We're going to verify that our axes are at a 0 point. If they are not where we want them to be, we can clear them out accordingly. We also want to make sure which measurement style we are in, incremental measurement or absolute measurement. So what we want to do anytime we approach a machine for operation is go through a safety checklist. We want to make sure that everything is tight and right. Nothing is loose, going to fall off. We want to make sure that everything functions as it should, that our brake works, that our power selection works, that nothing is going to fly off and hurt us. Next thing we want to do is make sure that all of our guards are in place. We always want to utilize any of our safety features. We're going to go through and remember to wear our proper PPE, that personal protective equipment. Safety glasses mandatory when we're operating. Hearing protection, highly recommended. We're also going to want to make sure that our work area is clear of debris or any other materials. And as a pro tip, I like to always have an escape plan in place in case things go completely sideways. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our workpiece into our vise. We're going to utilize some parallels of an appropriate size. What our parallels are going to help us do is keep our parts parallel to our cutting table. Now that we have our parallels in place, we're going to put our workpiece into the vise. We are going to snug it into the vise jaws. We're not going to tighten it fully. We're going to give it a firm whacking. That ensures contact with our parallels. Now we're going to tighten it fully in place. Now we're going to go through the basic anatomy of our conventional milling machine. We've got our motor. We've got our head unit. We've got our spindle control. We've got our variable speed control. We've got our speed range selector, high range, low range. We've got our quill feed handle. We have our quill lock. We have our spindle. We have our table. We've got our DRO, the digital readout. We've got our column. We've got the knee of the machine and our base. So in summary, what we've learned today is our basic operational skills, how to approach a machine, what to do upon initial operation, and how to operate the machine in a safe manner.